groan. 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 Sir, these things cannot be handled without prayer. There are demons that fall for God. There are elementary demons of macha. Match the devil, he don't die. There are demons like that. My problem is a nylon bag. There are demons like that. But there are some, this kind. It's not macha. It's not nylon bag. This kind. Am I talking to somebody? There are demons of lower Satan. But there are demons, there are powers to handle. You must engage in groaning. He said, come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest. Come. So if you have come before and there's no rest, come again. If you have come before and you are still restless, come again. You have prayed before, you are not seeing solutions, come again. It's time for you to pray. When you keep praying, the cloud keep gathering. Am I speaking here? Elijah said, I hear the sound of abundance of rain. He said it, he went to pray. When he got there, he said, what do you see? The servant said, nothing. He bowed himself between his knees. What do you see? He said, nothing. He bowed himself. The clouds are gathering. You say, Apostle, I prayed for 10 years, nothing has happened. Oh God, clouds are gathering. Keep praying. I have fasted, nothing is happening. Clouds are gathering. Very soon there will be the rising of a man's hand. Yeah. Hey! Clouds are gathering. Do you know what you are contending? A 3.5 years famine. Clouds are gathering. Clouds are gathering. Keep praying. Arrest the atmosphere. Clouds are gathering. Very soon a hand will rise forth. There will be the breaking forth of a hand. Am I talking to somebody right now? There will be the breaking forth. Groaning. Hannah prayed. I believe that the realm Hannah got to was groaning, because she prayed until she missed her step. She prayed till she was drunk. She prayed till she didn't know where she was. And Eli said, the Lord be with you, and the Lord grant your petition. No wonder when she lifted up Samuel, she said, please, so everybody hear me. For this child I prayed. For this child. Why must I pray? 3 reasons why I must pray. Number 1, I must pray because the world is wicked. You must contend wickedness. Some of you, I beg to say, you are from families that are wicked. You are from families. We saw a pastor yesterday, the Lord was talking about that the father said none of them will rise. We used to hear that the desire of a father and a mother is that the children should be better. Honestly, God knows I say this from my heart. I say that to my children, both spiritual. I want to see them touch what I didn't touch. I want to see them have what I didn't have. I was talking to my wife one day. I said, why is it that I'm yet to see a son that can do exactly what I do for my father? She says, with time. I said, because I know there are some things. Am I talking to? I can't say everything here. There are some things I do. You must have that kind of heart. That kind of heart to see people around you excel. To see people around you do well. When you are angry that other people are rising, tell me what else is definition of witchcraft. Tell me what else is the definition of witchcraft. Am I talking to somebody here? We must pray because the world is wicked. A young man, he left our ministry in the days when he had some things on social media. He was part of us. He left, and before he left, he would talk to me. He said, Daddy, tell me about myself. He would just come casually. He said, Daddy, after praying, he said, Daddy, talk to me. I said, you are going to be blessed by God, very rich. Build a house in Aochi. Build a house in your wife's hometown. But don't ever build a house in your village. Yeah, I mean, he was very smart. He would write it down. He left. The wife was still coming to church. It was a battle, a struggle. Finally, he said, my husband has bought a land in the village. I said, I'm not interested whether he comes here or not. Tell him I say he should not build a house there. He should sell it. The man built the house. When he built the house, told his elder brother, he said, you are going to be the guest, so you know you are the one in the village. Be part of those helping me to take care. On the day they were opening it, the brother went to farm. He came and said, brother, you are not here. Where are you? He said, not be to build house. Not to stay alive to enjoy him. As the man, the wife told me this. He called the wife. The wife said, see, Papa said this. He said, leave, Papa. What is that? As he was going home, he had an accident, died. They didn't see the path. The car was bumped. The brother is in the house now. Occupy the house. Wickedness. Wickedness. A general overseer, great man of God, I won't call his name. Great, when I say popular man of God, the wife was dying. And he prayed everywhere. The Lord said, let Apostle Suleman pray for your wife. When they told me, I said, me, I'm not praying. No. Pray, this is too big for me. He said, pray. While I was about to pray, the Lord said, she's a witch. I said, it's not my mouth. Oh. He said, don't do that. Anything the Lord tells you, say it. I said, sir, now I'll be honest to you what I said. I said, it's like witchcraft attack. Witchcraft attack. He said, witchcraft attack, how? He was very, very smart and fatherly. He said, you are going around the corners. Say it. I said, I was, because of reference. But I saw this man was desperate. I said, whatever wants to happen, let it happen. I said, sir, the Lord just said that Mama is a witch. The man looked. He looked at her. While she was lying, because we went close. She said, it is time people are bringing their spouse. That they told her to bring her spouse. And he said, we had to stoop to hear her because she wasn't audible. He said, Apostle, this man is too good. The man was crying. He said, I can't bring him. Let them take me. That's the mystery behind the sickness. London, America, Europe, nothing happened. And I said, for this honesty, they can't take you. I said, ma, they can't take you. For this honesty, they can't take you. The Lord gave me some instructions I gave. I said, in 72 hours. But if you are not standing, I'm not called by God. Sir, that same evening, not 72 hours, that same evening, she stood. But the next day, she had a bath by herself. But the third day, she could cook. Healing power. But my own is the same house and not aware. Altars, when we began to talk, I discovered that the witchcraft infection was altars she had not handled. Where she was dedicated. Unknown to her, a hand was following her. It scared members. It scared pastors. When they just hate you as a pastor's wife, you say, what have I done? It's not you. Something is following you from your background. Your husband said, if you scatter this work in my hand, my husband, what have I done? I talk, problem. I'm quiet, problem. Ma, it's not you. It is wickedness. It's time to groan. It's time to groan. For you to make full proof, you must attack wickedness. Number two, for you to groan properly, you must attack adversary. Every location has an adversary. Are you aware? Let me give you a surprise. Father Lord, where do I go to? And the Lord said, arise, my servant. Leave Abuja. go to Port Harcourt. So you came. You had God. This is the location God sent you to. But you are here and you are stranded. You are here and you are struggling. You say, but I thought I had God. Yes, you did. You did. You had God for the right location. But what you lack now is atmosphere. They were on their way to the promised land, but a pillar of fire and a pillar of cloud. There is something about atmosphere. When you carry the right atmosphere, it swallows the Persians, it swallows the Medians. Am I speaking? That was what Esther, sir. Esther was a queen. She had access to the king. She had favor. Yes, she fasted. No matter your connectivity to royalty, employ spiritual activities. I said, let them come. So they came. The office fine. Oh. Nice office. It's okay. Since on Friday, I know if you sleep. Oh. I know if you sleep. I tried, I couldn't sleep. Saturday, Sunday, I said, make a hold on. So I go tell my malam, say, I didn't see apostle. They can't do yatsi. That's their own dimension of prayer for me. He said, go walk, I don't see you again. I still sleep, I still see you. I go meet him again, he do, he no walk. He said, may I bring ram? These were literal words. I brought ram, I brought this, he no walk. He said, may I go see you? Now I come. I said, okay, welcome. So what's happened? He said, I see myself, I had to give you money. He said, but you let's say you get money. Oh. I said, I'll tell you. Who tell you say I get money? Now God now get money. Me, I be pastor. He said, yes, okay, I they come. Wait till they come. Went downstairs, brought out a small bag full of dollars. So I just changed and asked him, I'll give you. Keep saying, hey, why they see you? I said, wait till you see, say you they do. He said, since I give you this exact amount. I said, okay. I said, now why you see me be this? Kneel down. Say after me, Jesus. He said, Jesus, come into my life. He said, wait, I'll be Muslim. I said, talk with you. I said, you talk. You saw me, so I'm not. You saw me, now you come. So I'm not in charge. He's a member of church today. How will I preach to him? Atmosphere. When you are in a location, pollute the atmosphere with prayer. Pollute it, pollute it, pollute it. Pollute it. Everyone around this ambience. I'm telling you how to pray. Lord, in their dreams, in their encounter, let this ministry become the focus. All the men of value, all the men of relevance that are ordained to be here, atmosphere be contaminated. Call the name of the ministry and push it to the atmosphere. I wish I'm talking to somebody. Say, I push you, the angel of this ministry. I push you into the atmosphere around this location. Around this location, I push you. Man of God, are you aware how native doctors operate? Spiritually, they sense sicknesses. Are you aware? To people around that area, they just wake up. Their child has stomach problem. Wake up. They sent it. They will now bring it to them. We are not diabolic. We are spiritual. Are you aware? He said, go into the world, preach the gospel, and he that believeth shall be baptized, shall be saved. Now you shall receive power after the Holy Ghost has come upon you, and you shall be my witnesses. Where? As soon as power comes, the next is territories. So you must understand the mystery of taking territories. It is by atmosphere. When the atmosphere is saturated with the angel of that mandate, so it's not enough to say, I got a location, I have from God, say go to America. You go to America, end up driving cab. There are people that came to Port Harcourt with fire. As I speak to you, now they are riding keke. Not because that was the vision, but they didn't understand the mystery of atmosphere. Oh my God. Paul said, sir, you see the book of Acts, every letter Paul wrote to the Corinthian church, to the Thessalonian church, all the letters of Paul, there is encounters in the book of Acts, because he visited those cities. But there's a city called Ephesus, because when he visits you, what he sees there becomes a formation of the letter he's writing to the believers there. That when I went there, this is what I saw. Be careful. But there was a dimension Paul operated. Are you aware? When Paul was writing to the Ephesian church, he wrote what he saw in Ephesus. It was so heavy that he had to write some in Corinthians. Now, when he went to Ephesus, the Bible tells us there was a goddess called Diana. Ephesus is a part of Macedonia. There was a goddess called Diana that the people worship. A man called Demetrius in Acts 19:24, he gathered his people and said, you know, this is the only way we survive. Paul has come to do something crazy. He said, let's mess him up. They arrested 2 of his men. That was why Paul said in 1 Corinthians 16 verse 15:32, I fought with the beast of Ephesus because of the things he saw there. That was why every message to the Ephesian church was a warfare message. Warfare. Because it was in Ephesus, they started worshiping great big Diana. They were worshiping their God. That's why he told them, he said, please, Ephesian church, be strong in the Lord, in the power of his might. Ephesian church, put on the whole armor. Ephesian church, we wrestle not against. Am I speaking here? He said, because what I saw. But guess what he said in 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 9? A great door and effectual has been opened unto me. But there are many. Adversaries are elements against your advancement. Adversaries are elements against your progression. How do we handle them? We handle them in groaning. We handle them in the place of prayer. He said, these are elements contending my life. These are elements contending my rising. These are elements. And guess what? Paul said, they want me out of Ephesus. I'm not going out of Ephesus. I want to say to a preacher here, stay in Ephesus. No matter the battle you see, stay in Ephesus. Stay where God has sent you. You are not running out of that city as a failure. I came to tell you that is planning to relocate, stay in Ephesus. I came to tell you who because of failure you think God has not sent you, stay in Ephesus. I came to tell you who is going through a pain, going through a challenge. You say, I want to leave. I've gotten visa to Canada for me and my family. Sir, stay in Ephesus. Stay there. If you must leave, leave as a hero. Stay in Ephesus. I'm speaking to someone prophetically. Stay in Ephesus. Now you want to relocate because things are not working. No! Stay in Ephesus. Paul said, I'm staying in Ephesus. His life was threatened. He was contended. He was beaten. But he understood. He said, there are many. Why? He said, a great door. It was in Macedonia. What was the door he was talking about? That was the period a man in Acts 19 appeared to Paul. Come over to Macedonia and help us. They called him. They called him to come to Macedonia. And Ephesus is a part of Macedonia. He got there and met Diana. How can I meet people ready for the gospel? And there are principalities contending. He said, please let me tell you, a great door, effectual, is open. The class of men that called me are not mean men. But in that same place, there are spirits that are contending. I wish I'm talking to someone here. If you know what the greatness that awaits your assignment in that commission, you will now understand why the contention. If you know the greatness that awaits your ministry in that location, you will now understand. Okay. No wonder. That is why the contention. When I see miracles that happen in that ministry, when I see the kind of miracles, I say, okay. When I see the lives, pastors walk to me and said, thank you. A pastor was in my office last Sunday. He He said, I just came to apologize to you for what we pastors have done to you. Before God, I'm not aware. He said, you fight for pastors, but they have been unfair to you. He's trying to relate to what he was saying. When he was done, I said, amen, amen. Thank you for coming. That's why he came to tell me. The one behind him said to me, I'm alive because of you. I said, no, because of God, because of God. He says, I'm a pastor. For me to say that, I'm not daft. He said, I would have taken my life until I heard you preach. Life entered me. Hope entered. A reason to live. I said, okay, no. If you know what you carry. When the Bible said, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. It was not your intestines or your liver. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and the companies within me, the crowd within me, the investment within me, the manifestation within me.